Onegaishimasu. Hi, good evening. It's Saturday, sorry, Friday. Today's Friday. February 26th. We're going to go ahead and continue arguing a little bit of the standing tachi waza as well as suwari waza techniques. And we'll finish off on katatori nikkyo. We'll review omote. We'll do some ura. If we have a little time, then we might do something also a little bit more interesting. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stand up and start stretching out. On a kai sabaki, let's go ahead and start with the menuchi ikkyo, swinging up exercise. Keep the hands in front of the hips. Keep the feet planted, and as you come up, try to make sure that you're protecting or bringing this, above your head. Okay. Objective is you want to protect things hitting the top of your head. So as we're here, and 10, each, 8, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, switching over. Right for Mikihami, so right foot's in front. Each, 8, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now with a pivot or kaiten. So we go up, down, pivot around our own spine as best we can. Up, down, and then pivot back. And each, pivot, knee, pivot, sun, pivot, shi, pivot, go, chichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. Now let's move that into our happo window exercise, 8 directions. So first time we'll go on the count and move it. So starting here left with Hami, we slide forward. 1, pivot, 2, up, step with our left, 3, pivot, 4, 5, step with that left foot, up, 6, pivot, 7, second, 8, and pivot. Okay, so together, here we go. And 1, pivot, 2, step to your left, 3, pivot, 4, step 45 to the left, 5, pivot, 6, step with the left, 7, pivot, 8, and back to the front. Okay, now just counting in Japanese. So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, hachi, and back to the front. Okay, same song, same dance, just now with the right side. So the only thing that changes is now my right foot moves instead of my left foot. So as I'm here, I pivot, now I got my left. Now I got to step with my right to the right side. I pivot here. I step with my right foot, 45. Pivot here. Step with my right, 45. Then pivot here and down. Okay, so now we do this with the right side in front. So here, so 1, we slide forward. 2, we pivot, slide forward. 3, we step with our right foot to our right. 4, we pivot, slide forward. 5, we step with that right foot 45 degrees. Yep. 6, we pivot. 7, we step with that right foot. 8, we pivot, swing up and down, and bam, right back where we started. Okay, now in Japanese, we're just counting. So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, hit, touch. And back to the front. Okay. Drop back to left if you're right, honey. Do this on the 90s, or perpendicular, so you can see the body. So tenkan, for me, a basic tenkan is pivot, drawing that foot back. I forgot I don't have a happo. So here, pivot, draw the foot back. Personal preference, when I do this, I draw straight back. You will see some people who make an arc with it. It's perfectly fine. Everyone kind of has their flavor for how they like to do tenkan. I just like to slide back. That's just personal preference. So let's go ahead and let's do 6. So pivot, foot back, each. Pivot, back, knee. Now, sun, sheep, go. Okay, now changing now right for Migihami, same thing. Pivot, draw the foot back, each. Pivot, foot back, knee. Now, sun, sheep, go, rope. Okay. Getting back to left Hidari Hami. Stepping and turning, irimi tenkan. So here, step with my back foot, pivot, draw that foot back. My feet change. Here, I step with my back foot, pivot, draw that foot back. Okay? So let's go ahead and do this all facing the same way. So here, we're going to do 6. Yeah, that's 6. So I step with my right foot, I pivot, draw my left foot back. Each. Step with my left foot, pivot, right foot back. Knee. Now, sun. Sheep. Go. Rope. Okay, our tension. Here, something's going to attack us to the lead side. We look. Hands come up to acknowledge. Foot draws back, preferably at about a 45-degree angle. We won't get into why we don't want to do that. That's a conversation for another night. So as we're here, we look, acknowledge, foot comes back. Okay. And 6, and look, acknowledge, foot back, each, reset. Look, acknowledge, back, knee. Okay, now, sun. Sheep. Go. Rope. Okay, now, right behind me. Same thing, now something's coming to this side. We look, acknowledge, go back, each. Start. Look, acknowledge, knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Rope. Okay. So now, rear foot tension, my back is going to move. So instead of something coming to my knee side, something's coming to my back side. So here now, I look. If I'm left, if that's behind me, I look to my right, acknowledge, and then I slide back. Feet stay the same. Okay? So here, left to that behind me, we look to our right, acknowledge, back, each. Set, look, acknowledge, knee. Set, sun. Sheep. Go. Rope. Okay. Last one. Right behind me. Here. We look to our left. Acknowledge. Go back. Each. Set. Look. Acknowledge. Back. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Rope. Okay. So, hey, Cat. as a quick review of what we did on Wednesday. So we did a shoulder grab. Here from this perspective here. So grabbing the shoulder, lead shoulder. So it's going to start off with that front foot tenchin. Okay, this does this front foot tenchin here. I would come in, and if my partner would stand up, I would then cut down. As I cut down, breaking my partner's balance, get the other hand on top, on the wrist, up and cut down. Now as I step in, hands backwards. I turn over, grabbing that nikkyo grip. So essentially the thumb should be kind of on that same side. Then as I step away, I have to move back this way, just so it has room. So it's here. Ideally, I try to have the arms straight up and down, so this is already a pin. I come over. Now at this point, I transition the hand. The palm faces up. I grab this with my arm, bring his other arm in, or their other arm in, and then turn towards the head. Gotta make sure I use proper pronouns. So, as we're here, they grab on, front foot tenchin, ukemi, straight into the face. This comes down. As it comes down, ideally, I would be cutting it down. As it cuts down, this other hand is underneath the elbow. So as I raise up and I open my hips and I cut down, get my partner in the right position, step forward, take that hand, rotate it over. Just think you want to get your thumb on the right side of their, or the same side as their thumb. Step away, knee goes down, knee goes down, other knee comes down 90 degrees. I should hopefully have my partner's arm straight up and down. Turn the wrist over, palm up, bring it in, and then turning towards the head. So let's go ahead and review that 4 times. From the standing position first. Okay. So start here left with the guy behind me. So they're grabbing our left shoulder. As they grab our left shoulder, we bring that foot back, drawing that shoulder back, extending out with that hand, hitting into the face, attending to the face. So from here now, this right hand is going to cut down. You want to try to break their balance, almost cutting it to your own back hip. Now, that right hand comes onto that onto your left shoulder. This left elbow is going to come underneath their elbow. Now from here, I raise up, pivot, cut down. I want to have the wrist higher than the elbow, higher than the shoulder. I step into my partner to, some people call it facing, to set my position up here. I would turn my hand over to grab that nikkyo. I step my left foot out. Left knee comes down, right knee comes down 90 degrees. I want to try to have that arm straight up and down as best I can now. Sit back. We turn our partner's hand over so that their palm would be up. We grip, bring in their elbow, and turn towards their head. They tap, we let go, and coming up. Okay. Now facing into the camera. As we're here, they're holding onto the shoulder, so I'm right underneath me. As they hold on, I step back, front foot tension, it's holding that right shoulder back, extending out with that left hand. Now from here, I put this left hand down into my back hip. The left hand comes onto my right shoulder, my right arm comes underneath their elbow. I raise up, pivot, cut down. Take my right foot, stepping into my partner. I would take my left hand, turn it over to grab that nikkyo grip. Take my left foot, stepping away from my partner. Right knee goes down. As my right knee goes down, I want to try to have that arm straight up and down, or straight up and down as my partner can allow. Bring that other knee over 90 degrees, bringing it down. Now I bring their hand in, palm goes up, up, bring in their elbow, turn towards their head. Okay, and up. Sorry, I'm giving you stuff on my partner, but they deserve it. Okay, so two more. Here, left hidari hanmi, they're holding onto the shoulder. We back, with tension, extending out. Bring that right hand, cut it to the hip. Right hand goes onto the right shoulder. Left hand comes underneath the elbow. Raise up, cutting down. Take that left foot, step towards the partner. Right hand changes to that nikkyo grip. Take that right foot, step away from your partner. Left knee goes down. You want to try to have your partner's arm as straight up and down as you can. Bring that right knee in 90 degrees. Down into wide toes. Turn your partner's palm up into your left hand. Bring it in, and then turning towards their head, towards the right. Okay, and up. Okay, last one. Here, right underneath your knee. Grabbing onto the shoulder. As I grab onto the shoulder, perfect tension back. Extending, coming with my left hand. Cut my left hand down. Left hand onto that right shoulder. My right hand comes underneath their elbow. It raises up, cuts down. From here, my right foot steps towards my partner. Left hand grabs nikkyo. So let's grab nikkyo. My left foot steps away from my partner. Okay, right knee comes down. Now, left knee comes down 90 degrees. Now, I should have the partner's hands straight up and down. I bring my partner's hand to my right, palm up, grabbing the tenkan here, bringing it in, and then turning towards my left. Because that's ideally where their head is over there, so you turn it back. And up. Okay. So we'll do the ukemi twice. The basic idea behind the ukemi is I'm here grabbing, as I'm grabbing. As they do that front foot tension, they're going to draw me this way. As they draw me this way, I ideally like to have my hand up here because I don't like to get hit in the face. It's a thing. Now, as they bring this up and cut down here. Now, as they move into to break my posture, then my fingers will go up because they're going to be pushing back in with that nikkyo grip, and then as they come away here and yeah. Okay, so two. So if my partner's here to the left, if hidari hanmi, I'm grabbing right over hanmi. So I'm grabbing with my right hand onto their left shoulder. So here, as I do that front foot tension, it's going to draw me this way. As it draws me this way, I keep my hand up to protect my face. They're cutting me down. Now here, they'll come up and cut down. As they cut down, now they'll step into me. Now they'll grab that nikkyo, so my fingers should point up. They're going to step away from me, bring me down, and then hit. Okay. Partners here, right or maybe hanmi. I'm grabbing left or hidari hanmi. So as I'm grabbing with my left hand, it's onto their right shoulder. As they do that front foot tension, they're going to draw me off to the side. I want to protect my face. Now here they cut up and cut down. Now they're going to step in towards me, grab nikkyo, so my fingers will point up, and my hand should flex back into my shoulder. They step away from me and okay. So that was katatori, that was, a version of katatori, nikkyo, omote, tachi waza, or standing. Now, suwari waza, we're both going to be on our knees in this live toe position. As they grab here, and all of it starts the same. So I do that front foot tension and cut down, over. Now as I come up and down, and I move into my partner, I grab that nikkyo. Now, my partner's pretty much already on the ground, so I can just bring it in, hands straight up and down, and in. Okay, just because, well, we're up close to the ground, it's gonna be a little bit easier. You don't have to take quite as many movements as you do when you're standing, but it does get a little taxing on the knees and on the toes. So, here we are, left with the happo. They grab the katatori. So we draw back, from the tension, good extension. We cut down. Our right hand comes to our left shoulder, the left hand comes up underneath, cut up, cut down. Our partner should be pretty close to the ground already, so we just move in, shiko in with our left, grab nikkyo with our right, bring our right foot in, up and down, bring it in to our left side, palm is up, grab and turn towards the right. Okay. Now facing into the camera. Here we are, right or ikemi. We're holding on. Over here. So we come back. Front foot tension. Cutting down. Left hand onto the right shoulder. Right hand comes underneath the elbow. Raising up. Cutting down with the hips. Take our right foot. Step towards our partner. Change that left hand over to nikkyo. Now from here, they should be on the ground already, or pretty close to it. So just bring it over 90 degrees, straight up and down. Bring it over to the right side, palm is up. Grab the tenkan here. And now partners to our left and turn to the left. Okay, two more. So here we are, left hidari. They're grabbing onto that shoulder. We come back, front foot tension. Cutting down. Right hand onto the left shoulder, left hand underneath. Raise up, cut down. Bring that left foot into your partner. Take that right knee, right hand, and grab nikkyo. Now bring your right knee over 90 degrees. Hand should be up and down. Comes over to the left side, palm up. Grab with the tenkan, bring it in, turn towards the right. Okay, last one. Right to ikemi, grabbing on, front foot, tension, cutting down. Left hand on the left shoulder, right hand underneath, up and cut down. Step that right knee into my partner. Left hand grabs nikkyo, bring that left knee in 90 degrees. Hand is up and down. Put it onto the right side, palm up, in, suck the palm in, and to the left. Okay. So give your toes a second to rest. So as we explained ukemi, and your knees, good. So as I'm here grabbing onto my partner, and they do that front foot tension, I'm going to be moving here. And I usually, well, if my partner's really, at least somewhat nice to me, I'll be right here. Then as they come up and cut down, I'm going to be down about here. They change over to that nikkyo, and then they just bring it on down. Okay? If your partner is maybe just a little bit more vigorous, and or you give your partner just a little bit more momentum in, this has happened to me many a time. As they come in and cut down, I'll actually come over, and then as I come back through to get my balance, they'll actually bring me on over. But let's kind of work on the basic ukemi to begin with. So it's only two. Partners here, left hidari. I'm holding on right or knee. So my partner does that front foot tension, they cut down, as they cut down, and be down here. Now, they're going to bring this up and cut down. They're going to step into me, kind of knock me off balance, grab that nikkyo grip. Now remember, think of flexing your fingers back toward your shoulder. Now, as they come down and up and down. Okay. So last one. Partners here, right or ikemi. I'm here, left or hidari. So as I grab on, they do that front foot tension, they're going to draw me in, cut me down. From here, they raise up, cut down again. They're going to She going to me, getting that nikkyo grip. Now remember, flexing those fingers back to your own shoulder. You bring it down, as straight up and down as you can, and then flex towards your head. Okay, so that was omote waza. You notice everything was to the front of the body. Now, I'm going to show you the variant I prefer for ura, because I never go back in front of the body. Come here, cat. So, as my partner's grabbing me here, when we did omote, back. As we did omote, I did that front foot tenchin and I stayed on this side of the body, in the front. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that front foot tenchin, but I'm going to move to the opposite side, so I stay behind the body. Same cut down, same here. As I come through, I step irimi, tenkan. Now at this point, I change to that nikkyo grip, put it on my shoulder. As I put it on my shoulder, I put it onto my partner, and they go out. That demonstrates that you've got control. Now from here, I look behind my partner's hips, slide, tenkan, coming down, and same pin. So, a couple of the key differences is as we're here, I'm going to get a front foot tenchin, but now we get to the other side of the body. Okay? Cut, step to the outside, irimi, tenkan. As you do that tenkan, my partner will hopefully be driving my partner to the ground. Turn the hand over to that nikkyo grip and put nikkyo in. I would then change my hand position, so I would, can't see it, but I cut this way to go back behind the hips. Slide, tenkan, kaiten, and down. Bring this over, and yeah. Okay, so without my lovely assistant captor, so as we're here, the omote, I do a front foot tenchin, ending up on this side. For the ura, I'm here, I do a front foot tenchin, ending up behind my partner. I still do that same cut down. Hand comes underneath. I step irimi, tenkan. Hopefully my partner up here. Change over that nikkyo grip, putting onto my shoulder, bringing their elbow in, and putting on the nikkyo. Now, if you notice where my fingers are this way, now from here, I turn them and make a little C, and I look back behind my partner. At this point, I slide, tenkan, kaiten, and in. So, one reason I'm really big on footwork is I can hopefully walk you through it just by the footwork. So as we're here, but this one's an odd, I wouldn't say an odd one, this is a little different one. So they start with that katatori. Now from here, I'm going to take my left foot, bring it to this side, right foot comes in, that 10. Okay, now from here, I'm going to cut down, same cut down. Right hand goes onto my left shoulder, left hand would come underneath their elbow. Now I'm going to step with my left foot, irimi, tenkan. Okay, now right here, I would change over nikkyo grip with that right hand. Now I would bring that hand, my right hand, to my left shoulder for that nikkyo. And if you can imagine your partner's elbow, you take your left hand, scoop, turn, and then you put weight going down in. Yeah. So scoop, and almost like you can do like a little bow, right there. Okay, now take your left hand, and instead of the fingers facing towards you, face the fingers and palm away from you. So it's actually gonna be facing the way your body's facing. Now from here, pivot about 45 degrees. So you're gonna pivot 45 to your left, just like that, Jason. So really perfect. Now from here, you're gonna slide, and now you pivot. The hands coming up, foot comes back, that's your tenkan, and then kaiten, bam. Now from here, you would drill your partner straight down, still got that nikkyo grip. Bring that right foot in 90 degrees, coming down. Now put that palm up on your left side, palms in, shoulders, bring that shoulder in or elbow in, and turn towards the right. Okay, excellent. So now we're gonna do it right or hami. So we're here. So we're grabbing on. We're gonna move that right foot back. Left foot returns, left hand strikes the face. Okay, now from here, bring that left hand, cut it down to that right hip. Left hand goes onto the right shoulder, right hand comes underneath their arm. Now we're going to step with our right foot as we raise up in front of us. We're going to pivot, foot back, hand come. Now from here, our left hand would grab nikkyo. Now from here, we put our left hand on our right shoulder. Think of taking your right hand and scoop. Scoop, and then kind of hook it in a little bit and do a little bow right there as you put the nikkyo onto your partner. Then you go out, 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 tap. So now take that scooping hand, that right hand, open up the palm, face it out. Now take your feet and body and look 45 degrees to your right. Good. Now you lift your hand. Now you're going to slide with that right foot. Now you're going to pivot. That's your tenkan. And then kaiten. Now you bring your right knee down. Left knee comes down 90 degrees. Coming down. Bring the hand in. Palm up to the right side. Here. Scoop. And to the right. Okay. You want to keep doing it this way, so we're facing the same way, or do you want to face back into you? That way? Okay, that's it. This one's completely new to you, I understand. It's got a lot of footwork stuff. What's that? A lot of footwork. It's a lot of footwork, and it's one of these, like a lot of techniques, it's one of the ones, it's one that makes a lot more sense when you have an actual body grabbing you. So as we're here, left leg down on knee. As we're here, this foot draws down, other foot comes forward, into the face. We cut down. Right hand onto that left shoulder, left hand will come underneath their elbow now. As I step, that raises up, irimi, hand come. Now that right hand would grab nikkyo. Now my left hand comes over and scoops right where the elbow is. I bring that right hand to that left shoulder. And then I look at my partner and I do a little bow. So a little bit more towards your actual left foot. There you go. That's where your partner should be, more towards left. Good, good, good. Now take those left fingers or left hand and rotate it palm out. Yep, palm out. Now turn your entire body 45 degrees to your left. Your military left. Yep, good. Now from here, slide forward. Raise the hands up. Now, tenkan, kaiten. Yeah. So now from here, left knee goes down, right knee comes down 90 degrees. Sit in that position. Hand comes over, palm up, bring it in, other hand would scoop, and then you twist towards the head. And up. Okay. So now right or mini hami. You're grabbing your right shoulder. Same thing, so from here, that right foot's gonna move back, the left foot shoots forward, bam. So from here now, take that left hand, cut it down to your right hip. The left hand comes on the right shoulder, right hand comes underneath the elbow. Now, as you step with that right foot, your hand will raise up, irimi, tenkan. Good. Now from here, take that left hand, grab nikkyo, put that left hand onto your right shoulder, take that right hand and scoop about where the elbow would be, look at your partner, and then bow. So you're almost bowing essentially to your right foot. Okay, now take that right hand, open it up, and now pivot your body 45 degrees to your right. Good. Now you should have be on the inside of your partner's elbow. So slide forward, raise up. Now tenkan, high down, bam. Now from here, drop that right knee down. Bring that left knee 90 degrees. Bring it down, right toes, palm up to your right side. In, take that left hand, and then turn towards their head. Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead, and I think I have time to get at least 2, if not 3 or 4 more. So, make it a little more sense as we go through it twice. Okay, so again. So we're here, we're grabbing the shoulder, we're removing that foot, and hit it. Now from here, we cut down. Right hand under the left shoulder, left hand is going to come underneath your elbow. As that left foot steps, my hands raise up, irimi, tenkan. Okay, good. Now that right hand's going to grab nikkyo. I'm going to put that right hand on my shoulder, take my left hand and scoop around their elbow. Look at my partner, so I should almost now be bowing to my left foot. Okay. Now open that hand up so it faces out. Pivot 45 degrees to your left. So you should be on the inside of your partner's elbow. And slide. Raise up. Tenkan. High down. Now from here, left knee goes down. Right knee comes down 45 degrees. Bring it down. Palm up. Here. Now take that other hand. Grab it in, and then turn towards your right. Okay. We have time to get one last one in. Yep. So right here, right urimi. They're holding on. So here, front foot tension, but onto the side. Some people say kamishin. So here, cut down. Left hand onto my right shoulder. Right hand comes underneath their elbow. As my right foot steps, I raise up. Irimi, tenkan. Good. Take that left hand, grab nikkyo. Put that left hand onto your right shoulder. Take that right hand and scoop your elbow. And then look, and then kind of bow essentially right to your right foot. Now, open up your right hand, palm faces out. Turn 45 degrees to your right. Now, from here, slide forward with that right foot. Raise up. Tenkan, high down. Okay, nice. Down with the right knee. Bring that left knee down 90 degrees. Now from here, you would put your palm up on the right side. So palm is up on the right side. Yeah, that's so it squeezes it in that way. Bring this in, and then their head is that way, so you turn towards their left. Okay, and done. Over here. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, thank you all very much for those of you here in person, as well as those of you online. So a couple quick announcements. This Saturday we'll be finishing up some boken work as well as, and then on Sunday we'll be doing some Joe work. And then we will really flip-flop in March, where we'll do Joe work on Saturdays, boken work on Sundays. We will also do have a social on Saturday night from 8 to 9 Central Standard Time. If you'd like a Zoom invite, please let us know so we can get it to you. And with that being said, stay safe, stay warm. See you next time. Bye. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stand up and start stretching out. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, head up down. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju, and shoulder. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju, arms forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju, backward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju, across. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju, diagonals. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju, twisting side to side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju. Okay, rotating. We'll start on the right side. Go to the left, around. Once you get back to the left, do reverse. Ich, reverse, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju. Okay. Bring onto your shoulders. Try to put those elbows down to the ground. Okay. Up, up, forward, up, back, forward, up, and back. Okay, down to the right side. Put as flat as possible. Okay, switch over to the left side. Right foot as flat as possible. Okay, back over to the right. Up that left heel. You want a little bit more of a stretch. Put that left hand behind that left foot. Reach that right hand towards those left toes. Okay, switch over. Your right side, to your left side on your right heel. A little more stretch. Put that right hand behind that right foot, right leg, left hand out to that right foot. Okay, coming up. Together. Bend those knees. Then go ahead and rotate them counterclockwise. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju. Clockwise. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, ju. Hey, Straighten out the legs, bend at the waist. Okay, bend those knees. Keep those feet nice and flat. Bring that shoulders up, head up. Try to keep that weight evenly distributed over your feet. Okay, straighten out the knees, bend at the waist. Bend those knees. Bring that head up. Try to keep that spine nice and straight. Okay, straighten out those knees, bend at the waist. Last one, bend those knees. Head is up. We're breathing. Try to keep the weight evenly distributed as best you can. Okay, now down to Seisan. Okay, start ikkyo, and we're trying to bring it right up your center line, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, other hand, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. So we're going to be working on nikkyo a lot today. So make sure you, when you get that good nikkyo, so right now that left pinky is up, that right thumb comes on top, and that other palm is flat on the back of that hand. We bring the elbows down, and we bring that pinky back into our face. Keep those elbows down. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now, same thing with the other hand now, right? Pinky up, left thumb on top, put that left palm flat on the back of that hand, and bring it in. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, sankyo, left palm's out, right palm grabs, and turning it, twisting it out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now, same thing with the other hand, right palm out, left palm grabbing, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Kotegaeshi. So left palm faces you, other hand, palm is flat on it, and twist out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand, same thing, and twist out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, Shikonage stretch, so like this with left hand, right palm, flat on that pinky side, and bring it up. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now, same thing with the right hand, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, change. Press out a little bit. All right. Okay. Right foot is out. The left foot is in. Try to keep that left knee down as best you can. Right hand out to that right foot. Okay. Now left hand to that right foot. Now bring that chest down to that right knee. Up. Okay. Put your other side. Left foot out, right foot is in. Try to get that right knee down. Left hand to that left foot. Now bring that right hand to that left foot. Now bring that chest down to that left knee. Up. Okay. Spread as wide as it's comfortable. Okay, both hands over to the right side. Up. Both hands to the left side. Up. Both hands to the middle. Remember, only go as far as you feel comfortable going. Up. Okay, bring those feet in. Grab those toes. And try to put your forehead down to your feet. Remember, as you go down, exhale. As you come up, inhale. And down, exhale. Up, inhale. Down, exhale. Up, inhale. One more, down, exhale. And up, inhale. Okay. So since we're going to be doing a little bit of work on our knees, let's go ahead and stretch the toes a little bit and open warm the knees. So one I like to start with is starting kind of in the seated position. Here, my hands in front of my knees, getting onto my toes. Right here, I'm pushing right now to get them as flex as I can. Now we'll lift up, kicking the hips back, getting the feet as flat as possible. Now we're going to come back down, flexing those toes, and get into that position, and stay there a second, and up, and kick those hips back, and down, flexing those toes, and up, kick those hips back, down, flex those toes, and one more, up, hips back, and down, flexing those toes. Okay, go ahead and get it stays out for a second, kind of give those toes a little bit of rest. And next one, again, I like to transition my weight personally onto my hands. That way it's not all being going onto my toes, you know, I stretch it out. So I'll start back up on those toes, and as I come up, I'm gonna let my knees flare out. So that way I'm kind of just balancing on the balls of my toes. And then I'm gonna bring my knees in and come back down. And then up and down. But to take the weight off a little bit until we get a nice little stretch out of it, I'll use my hands. So I get a nice, easy transition up and down, okay? So let's go ahead and flex those toes. Let's come up, flare the knees out, and then down, bring the knees in. Up, flare the knees out, down, bring the knees in. And up, flare out, down, and in. Okay, 3 more. Up, flare out, down, and in. 2 more. Up and out, down and in. And 1 more. Up and out, down and in. And go ahead and let those toes relax a little bit. So we'll go ahead and go through our basic ukemi. We'll start with Bushido ukemi. So, you know, go ahead if you got the space, use it. So remember, try not to sit where you're flat on your butt. You actually want to be kind of on one butt cheek. That way, when you go over, you've got an open side to go to. So here I've got my right side down, my left side is up, my chin is going to stay tucked. My hands, I try to keep up, move a little forward. Try to keep them as best I can between my knees, between my shoulders. As I tuck my chin, I'm going to throw everything over that opposite side. And then, as I transition, now I've got my left side down, right side up. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to throw everything over that right side. So that way, I start down on this butt cheek. I should finish on this shoulder if I'm having a good day. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to do 10. And each ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. I saw you do a good one earlier. Can you do one more? Okay. So, do you have siblings? Did you ever throw anything at them? Or on them? I use this with the kids. Is you're gonna throw a big bucket of water on brother or sister that's behind you. Okay? You want to look over that shoulder as you throw that bucket of water over. So, because you're kind of going straight back instead of that little bit of an angle. But the mechanics are there. It's just that little angle. So, all right. Now, overroll or ukemi. And we're here. I like to keep one side slightly forward. And it's the reverse of the backwards roll. So as we're here, hands go down. Lead hand comes through this hole that's made with my back hand and back foot. Goes down to that shoulder. That opposite leg kicks out. As it kicks out, I can actually use it to push me just a little bit forward so I can get over that hump, so to speak. Okay? So, as we're here, hands come down, the lead hand goes through this hole that's made, my chin tucks, that opposite foot kicks out. As it straightens out, my weight transitions over to this lead shoulder, and we go forward. Or reasonable facsimile there, but so let's go ahead and try to get 10 in. My penny or forward roll, and each ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. No, it's like really, really close because it starts to go over really nice. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, calm down. And try not to, and I just don't know what's going on inside. Try not to let your hips turn in midair, because you're starting off really nice, and then in midair you straighten up. So as you're going through here, just letting yourself kind of fall forward. So what I'm kind of seeing is it starts here, and then it's kind of it's really kind of amazing because it no in the good way, because it means you're gonna have really good body control when we get the ukemi really working. Because in mid-air, your hips go doop, like this. So we just train them to stay in one side until we want them to flip over. And then when we want them to flip over, then they're going to be really awesome tempo. Because I can't do that. No, and I know a bunch of people that can do that kind of stuff, and their ukemi looks beautiful. So it's all there. All right. So now the Shiro Yoko Kaiten, and I will say this is actually the one I use the most often. And instead of the back roll, I use this one probably the most. We're here, we go down going to the right side, bring the left side over, right side comes down. And go ahead, and as weird as it sounds, Jason, go ahead and keep the hands out instead of tucking them in. So go down to the left side, bring that right side over, left side comes down. Okay, now down to the right side, left side over, right side down, and one more set, down left, right, left. Sorry, right, this is one more set, right, left, right, and last one, left, right, left. Okay, let's go ahead and stand up.